that noise? Stop. Okay, guys. All right. Hey guys. Today I'm doing a video that I've been requested to do for a long time, but that I've been kind of avoiding doing. Not really avoiding, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video yet. And there are a few reasons why I haven't done it. Main reason being that I'm really scared of my tattoos being copied. Just because I know a lot of people that wanted me to do this video aren't people who are into tattoo culture. And like most of the people that I know that like tattoos or that wanted me to do this video are people that want like little tattoos. They don't want to be a heavily modified person, or they're not in the alternative subculture. So I'm always concerned when I hear them talk about tattoos, because a lot of them have the idea that you can just pick a tattoo that you like, take it to any tattoo artist, and any tattoo artist will do it for you. But that's not how it works. You have to go to a tattoo artist that specifies in the style that you want, and then give them like a description of what you want, and you guys kind of work together and collaborate to come up with a piece that's for you. And that's what all of these pieces are for me. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys my tattoos. I will mention the tattoo artist. If it is a reputable tattoo artist, I will tell you now that I have had 2 tattoos that were like scratcher pieces that I got when I was 16. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go from my oldest tattoo to my newest tattoo, and I'll kind of give a little brief description of what the tattoo means. I'm not going to go too in depth with some of them. But I'll talk a little bit about why I got it tattooed, how much it hurt, how long it took. The only thing I won't be bringing up in this video is the cost of the tattoos. If you have a question, you can DM me. I'll put my Instagram right here, and you guys can ask questions there. If you have other ideas or other videos that you want to see me do, just let me know, and I will go ahead and do those for you. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll start with my oldest tattoo. So you can see it's the repeat, rewind, forward, play, pause. This tattoo is really blown out. It was the first tattoo I ever got when I was 16. The reason I got it is because I saw a picture that was like play the good moments, repeat something. I don't know. I'll find it. It was like a little quote where it was like, pause the bad moments, play the good, or I don't know. But it was something like that, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So a tattoo artist that did my cousin's tattoo, that did him out of his house, he was willing to tattoo me. So I went ahead and got it, and I got it on my wrist because I wanted to be able to look at it all the time. And yeah, that's the meaning behind that. And it was also, I was going through a lot when I was younger, and I still deal a lot with like mental stuff, and I was self-harming, and I got it on the opposite arm. So for me, it was kind of a way to make sure that I didn't damage my body more, and it was also kind of symbolic of something that helped me when I went through those moments. But yeah, that's that tattoo, and that was the first one that I got when I was 16. The paint on it, I don't remember being bad at all. It was probably like a solid like 2 to 3. Now we can move on to the next tattoo, and I got it I think a few months later from the first tattoo that I got, and it's on my ankle. It is a piece that I got with my cousin, who is like a sister to me. We're not as close anymore. It was just kind of something that we got to commemorate the relationship that we had. And so we got a Pierce the Veil tattoo of the girl on the Collide with the Sky album, and it's got the lyrics from the song Bulls in the Bronx. We got the lyrics, "You're the only thing that's keeping me alive," which was like something we would say to each other, because for a long time it did feel like we were the only ones who had each other's backs. And so that's what this tattoo represents. That tattoo I got when I was probably 16 as well. It was not that long after I'd gotten my initial one, and they're both the same tattoo artist who did tattoos out of his house. That one I remember hurting, but like I could have also just been like being dramatic. It was probably, I'm gonna say it was probably like a 6, a solid 6, because I remember, and And that also could have been that he was an inexperienced tattoo artist, because I feel like he was really drilling into my skin. It hurt really bad. So I would say probably a 6. I haven't gotten tattooed anywhere in my legs since then, but from what I remember, it was a fucking 6. Okay, next tattoo. The next tattoo I got was when I turned 18. So this is the first tattoo I got when I was legally old enough to get a tattoo, and it is my My Chemical Romance traditional piece. And I got the skeleton from the Black Parade album because anyone who knows me knows that My Chemical Romance is one of my favorite bands of all time. And you can call me whatever you want. You can call me emo trash. I still consider myself very much emo trash. That band did so much for me, that helped me so much with my growth and like accepting my anxieties and depression and dealing with things. And I relate to a lot of the things that Gerard Way talks about in a lot of his earlier interviews. For a long time, I didn't feel like anybody wanted me around. Honestly, sometimes it makes me really sad how shitty those years were for me, because it sucked. It really, really sucked. And part of it was other people, but part of it was just like that I couldn't accept things about myself, and I just felt so alone and outcasted. And bands like My Chemical Romance were the reason that I made friends. Like, I made friends with other emo, gothic, alternative kids because of bands like My Chemical Romance. To this day, they're one of my favorite bands. Without a doubt, they are one of my favorite bands. I got it by Ryan Campbell. I'll put his Instagram if I can remember it, at 27 Tattoo in Utah. The pain wasn't bad at all. The pain was probably a solid 5. It took a few hours. I remember it taking maybe 2 or 3 hours, something like that, with the line work and the shading and everything. This was my first visible piece, and this was kind of me committing to the idea that I was going to be a tattooed person and that I wanted to have a sleeve. Next up is, I'm trying to think. Next up is my Lydia tattoo, which you've probably been seeing throughout the video as I talk, but I'll show you closer up. My Lydia tattoo I got probably a year after. It's by a girl named Alex Weaver, but I believe she goes by the Gothic Alice on Instagram, and she is in Utah as well, in Magna. I don't know if she's still tattooing at that studio. It was a few years ago, but she did a flash sheet that she posted on Facebook with a bunch of Beetlejuice characters in this cute like voodoo doll style. And for a long time I didn't know if I wanted to do it because it was such a cutesy tattoo, and I was afraid that it wouldn't age well, but I just ended up getting it because Beetlejuice and movies have such a special place in my heart and remind me so much of my childhood, because for a while me and my mom had a really unstable relationship because of me wanting to be alternative and her not understanding that it wasn't a thing for attention. It was a thing that made me feel comfortable and that made me like be happy in my skin. And for a while she thought I was just trying to be rebellious and get attention. But I think after a while, it's been a few years now and I haven't really changed all that much, and I think now she understands that it really is something that just makes me feel good. And whenever I think about Beetlejuice and The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, all these movies, I just smile because I remember my mom and me watching them together and me always wanting to rent them from Blockbuster. Yeah, that's why I got it, because I have so many good memories of watching Beetlejuice with my mom and loving the characters and the campiness of it and the dark motif of it. So this is Lydia in her little voodoo doll form. I don't know what's the best way to show her. She's super cute. I love her. She's a cute voodoo doll. I absolutely adore her. She's so cute. The pain for that one was almost nothing. The pain was like maybe a 3 for me. She was easy. So easy. And again, it was tattooed by the Gothic Alice. I don't know if she still does tattoos or if she has a portfolio specifically for tattoos, but I know a few years ago, a year or two ago, she was tattooing. So the next one is my shoulder piece, and this one was a really big decision for me. I didn't want to go for areas that were too visible right off the bat because I feel like that's a mistake a lot of people make at this age. But yeah, this one is Peonies that I got on my shoulders by a tattoo artist named Ashley Love in Salt Lake City, Utah at Yellow Rose Tattoo. The tattoo took probably about 6 hours, 3 on each shoulder. We did the outlining first, and then when she finished the outlining on our first session, she told me she could start the shading on the shoulders, on the flowers, but I couldn't, especially when it got like into the collarbone area. Here you can kind of see some of the foliage peeking through, but when she got like near the collarbone, like that hurt so bad. It felt like she was etching into my bone, and that pain was probably an 8. I'm gonna take off my shirt, kind of like put it in like a tube top kind of style to show you. I talked about everything with the Peonies. Next tattoo I got was one of my favorite tattoos I've ever gotten, that I love so much. It's one of my favorite pieces. I want to get tattooed by this artist for sure in the future. His name is Sean666 on Instagram. He tattoos in California out of Thunderbird Tattoo. His tattoo took about 3 to 4 hours. I remember it taking a long time, and it is a bat tattoo. And I've always loved bats. I just think they're so cute. They're like sky puppies. I just think they're so cute and adorable, and I love them. I've always loved vampires ever since I was younger. I don't know why. I've just always loved vampires and wanted to be a vampire. Everything about the aesthetic of being a vampire I love, which is probably ties back to my love for My Chemical Romance. And I wanted a bat so bad, and I saw him specifically do bats. I knew for a long time that I wanted a bat tattoo, but I just couldn't find an artist that I felt like did a tattoo that I would be completely 100% happy with. And then I saw this picture of a bat, and I was like, oh my god. And I emailed him, and I was like, I'm going to be in California for a week. I really want a bat on my arm. I've seen your bats. I love them. You can do whatever you want. I'm completely open to whatever you want to do. And when I showed up, he had the design of the bat, and I was like, it's perfect. I love it. And we measured it out, and he tattooed it, and it's so cute. And I'll put the Instagram posts that the tattoo artists have put up along with it, so you can kind of see the difference between when it was freshly done and how it looks like now healed. But this one is one of my favorite. I've named him Dimitri. He lives on my arm. Yeah, this is Dimitri. It starts kind of back here because of the way I wanted him. I kind of wanted him near the other one because the whole point for me is to have a sleeve. And he is the cutest thing ever. I absolutely adore Dimitri. I love him. I think he's so cute. His little face. He's adorable. I adore him. That pain was probably a 5 or a 6. I think a lot of it is just how much shading work needed to be done on this and this. A lot of the pain was from the shading. The outlines weren't that bad. It's the shading and the detail that hurts really bad because you're going over the same spots multiple times. They're wiping so they can see what they're doing, and after a while your skin just feels raw and in pain. Okay, next tattoo I got was, I'm trying to remember, was my inner lip tattoo. So this tattoo was just a fun tattoo because I thought lip tattoos were cool and I wanted to see if I could handle it. The pain was probably a 3, no pain at all. It swelled up for a few hours afterwards, but then it was fine. Mine had to go a little further into my mouth because I have a lip piercing, but that wasn't an issue. And I got it maybe a year or 2 ago, and it's still pretty good. It says Dead in reference to the My Chemical Romance song Dead, and I'll show you guys it. Okay. I'm trying not to get lipstick. There, you can see it. Did I get lipstick on my chin? I did not. Okay. Okay. It's pretty far back there. And I got lipstick on my thumbs. That tattoo, no pain. Took maybe about 15 minutes. I want to get it touched up just so you can actually read the lettering more clear. I'll put a picture and some video of what it looked like when it was fresh. And boy, was it fresh. But yeah, I'll put a picture of what it looked like. I still really like this tattoo. It's really dumb. It's really fun. And people see it honestly a lot more than you would probably think, because with all the tattoos and stuff that I have, people, the first thing they ask me about is about my lip piercing, because it's right in the center of my lip, and they want to know like how it's in, because there's vertical liprettes or like the ones that go right at the bottom and like through your lip like that, but mine is straight through. So a lot of people are curious about it because people like to ask questions about my tattoos and piercings. And if people ask nicely, usually I have no issue with it. I have had people that just grab my arm or get in my face, and that's not fun. So be respectful of people with tattoos, bros. Moving on to the next tattoo. Oh, and this one was done in Salt Lake at one of like whatever tattoo shop. At Big Deluxe is where I did my inner lip tattoo. I don't know the artist there, but this was such a simple piece that I was like, I can just walk in and get it done. Next tattoo I got are my two most recent tattoos, actually. So I got these a few months ago, and I got them at the same time by Alex Strangler in Las Vegas. I know she used to tattoo out of California, but she moved to Las Vegas now, which is good news for me because I live in Utah, so I'm only a few hours away, and I had booked first for a dagger tattoo. I asked for a dagger with a crystal heart, and I wanted it like a red. I still wanted it to be girly, but kind of like gothy. And I wanted a slim dagger, not like a big chunky dagger. So I gave her those specifications, and I wanted to fill up that space in my arm. I always forget that I have that tattoo because I never even see it. But that was the first tattoo that I had scheduled with her, and then she posted a no face tattoo that she wanted to do, and it was of No Face eating cake. And for people who know me for a few years, that's been on my list of things that I wanted to get tattooed, is this specific scene from Spirited Away where No Face is sitting next to Chihiro eating the cake and drinking tea. I was like, I either want him eating the cake or eating the cake or drinking his tea. And she posted it. I saw other people on the post already interested in it, so I was like, I'll just email her, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and I'll get the tattoo. And she was like, yeah, I'm down. Do you want me to add it to your appointment that's already set? And I said yes, and so I scheduled them both, and I'll show you both of them now. So not gonna lie though, these two probably hurt the most out of all my tattoos, and I don't know if it's that my pain tolerance is going down, I don't know what it is, but these hurt really bad, and it was one after the other. So much so that when one was done, I was so happy to move on to the next. But the first tattoo right here, especially on that, like near my elbow, it hurt pretty bad. It hurt like probably a 7. And then like down here closer, it hurt a little bit too, like it was a little tender. Overall, the piece, this was probably a 7. Here, it was probably a 7 as well. Would even say maybe in like this area where I feel my bone, probably an 8. It hurt a little bit more than I expected, which is weird because this one didn't hurt at all on my inner bicep, but that's because it's more in here. This though, she hurt. So I'll show you the first tattoo that I got with her, and that is this dagger. You can see where it kind of connects into my other tattoo. And then it has these little smoke cloud things too, and it's really cute, and I love him. Look at him. He's so cute. I'm like twisting my arm in such weird ways to try and show you guys this. And then this is the No Face tattoo. I fell backwards, I'm so sorry. This is my No Face. He's super cute, I love him. And to be like, surprisingly, my mom hates tattoos. When I started getting tattooed, it was like her worst nightmare. But this is her favorite tattoo of mine. And I'm so surprised because I thought if anything this would be the one that she hated the most. But she loves this tattoo. She's like, this is my favorite tattoo of all of yours. Which is shocking to me because she doesn't even know who No Face is. And it's got little soot sprites too. Alright. This video took a little longer than I thought it would, but we're done. That's all my tattoos. I do plan on getting tattooed more in the future. I want to get more of my arm filled. I want to get like here in my stomach-ish area. Probably behind my ears. Want to get touched up in my lip. Maybe my thighs. I have an idea for a thigh piece that I really want. But yeah, I do plan on getting tattooed more, so if you guys are interested in getting an update if I do get more tattoos, or seeing videos on how I heal my tattoos, how I pick tattoo artists, my advice for you if you're getting tattooed, let me know. You can DM me, you can comment down below and let me know. If you have other content you want me to do, let me know. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.